You may laugh, but I've been out on the bike.
Have you?
Yes, I have. But be out on the bike quite a few more times before it all goes. Anyway, welcome to RuckU News.
That's a 3XL shirt, and see what it says on the front shirt. What's that say?
Train, fat boy. Yeah. Yes, it is meant to be a loose-fitting garment.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. So, do we want to look back at all, or should we just look?
We need to look back and forward because we need to know, how the game unfolded, obviously, and whether England deserved to be hammered by 40 points or what. Were there some positives? Can I ask you? Is there any positives in it?
Yes.
And what's the message to Martin Johnson now?
Yes. There were positives, I think. Scout Burger, first time I met him, he was a really nice guy.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good positive.
Yep. Anything else?
Bizarrely, Tom Rees, I thought he went okay, but he's been dropped.
Yep.
Yep. Wales lost. That's always a positive.
That's always a positive, yes, we like seeing them.
Mind you, Scotland did Scotland win? And the Froggies, it was a wee bit too cold for them, so they gave up the ghost and lost to Australia.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw Heyman said that in the build-up. He was really upset that they were playing late at night in November, because he basically said it'd be too cold for us French boys. And that was great.
Yeah, well, yeah. Froggies. Yeah,
Froggies
are not renowned for that sort of...
It is a little chilly.
Yeah.
What is this going to do for me later when I'm dancing? Not a lot. I might pull a hamstring. Anyway, sorry, yeah.
Going on the Welsh thing though,
yes.
Would you... I'm a little sort of miffed as to Shane Williams.
Shane Williams, Player of the Year. No. I know Dowie on the site is a huge fan, but no, he is not Player of the Year. And I know I'm biased. You look at that and think, if the IRB Player of the Years have any credibility, where is Richie McCaw?
Yes.
Where is Scout Burger?
And what? Yeah.
Definitely have him there. Blair?
Why is there a Scottish player in there?
I thought it was Tony Blair. I did. I thought Tony Blair was being put up for some peace award by the IRB.
Blair should not have been in there.
No. Ryan Jones?
No Matt Giddo, no Sterling Mortlock.
Yeah.
Lotta Takiri could have been in there.
Not good. Load of shite. It was a load of shite. So, Wales... I like the fronting up to the hacker.
Yep.
I thought that was great.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. What did you like about it?
Just, you sort of thought...
Was it the aggression, the passion?
Yeah.
That actually maybe the first time a team's actually stood up to the Blacks properly?
Yeah, but then you've sort of got to back it up. And they did for a while.
Yep.
That's Gatland, isn't it?
Yeah,
to do that.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of Gatland.
Yeah.
And
Shane Williams was there going...
Yeah, I did see that there. You could see the expression on his face.
Yeah.
He was fighting behind Ryan James.
He slowly shuffled his way behind Ryan.
Yeah.
I'll be right behind you.
Yeah. No, but it's...
Hold my hair.
No. So the hack...
That was good.
Yeah.
But the Welsh...
Okay, so right now then, right at this moment, what is it for Martin Johnson? What is the message he needs to tell the rugby people? Because people are gonna, the fuse is now getting smaller and smaller.
The who?
The fuse is getting smaller and smaller. People are going to be a little bit impatient.
He's got to come out with a plan. I mean, I think people have got to fucking take a deep breath and think, we've had 3 or 4 years of useless selection, being blunt.
Yeah.
It's been really poor. Jono wanders in, oh great, Martin Johnson, World Cup, everything will be okay. No, of course it won't, because he's got to put a team together. It takes a long time to get it all right. And I think Jono should actually outline, listen, let's be realistic, guys. Maybe by the Six Nations 2010, we will be in a position where we're going to be genuinely competitive again. But it's going to take that long. I think he needs to outline, how long he should talk to the public and say, listen, this is how long it's going to take before we can start getting a pattern that we're all confident in. Before he's had a chance to look at all the players, to assess the players, to assess his coaching staff, which I think is just as important.
Yeah.
Because I think there are as many question marks over some of his coaches as there are over the players.
Okay, so what is the defence on Cipriani though? Because people are asking the questions. He's stuck on the bench now. What's the defence for Cipriani right at this moment? Because let's wind the clock back and sort of just give people a brief idea on what's actually happening.
I'd agree. If you're looking at Cipriani as a guy who was fully fit and had been playing all season for his club, being picked for those and played as he did, drop him. Yes,
Yeah.
I would, absolutely. But here's a guy who had this horrific injury 4 or 5 months ago.
4 or 5 months ago.
He played 4 club games and not 4 full club games.
Yeah.
And we pick him. Well, no, we didn't, obviously.
Yeah.
But someone did. And on a serious note, if you pick him, that is a fucking huge ask on a young kid.
Would you say to Martin Johnson that that's probably a little bit of a cross on his name at the moment in terms of his coaching structure?
Do you know what I'd say to Jono?
Yeah.
Hi, mate. It's great to see you.
Yeah. Because I'd be thinking the same thing. There's got to be a question mark on. It's not Cipriani's fault. He's come back in after like 7 or 8 games, like you're saying. He hasn't actually performed that well here. He's been led into the whole thing, and he's come up against the Tri Nations. The New Zealand Australian South Africans, we've been beating the crap out of us in the Tri Nations for 6 or 7 games. You know, before we actually came here, we were in Hong Kong, beating the living daylights out of us 3 weeks ago.
Hard edge.
We arrive here, Australia, you know, second week. Australia didn't go that well against Wales in their first opening game. They come up the second game against England, and they pumped them by 15 points. And now you're expecting the same thing for England to actually respond against, at the moment, ranked number 1 in the world.
We expect a 20-year-old kid to run the game behind a beaten pack.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and I think we're just completely unrealistic. But hey, I think he will come off the bench, certainly on Saturday.
Yeah.
I said off the bench.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you like some of these bets?
Yeah. We like some of these. Have you seen some of the Ladbrokes bets? There are some good ones, aren't there?
Yeah.
On the site.
I like this one here. The Toby Flood to score a try, a conversion, a drop goal, and a penalty against New Zealand.
Now I like this one. Danny Cipriani to come off the bench against New Zealand and score more points than Toby Flood. 10-1. 10-1.
Yeah.
Docker. We can have a bit on that, couldn't you?
Yeah.
He's a bit of a gambling man, the Docker, I think.
100-1 on that one there as well.
Although we'll have to explain to Cloth Cap Man, this is about money. Changing hands. You can't bet pigeons and you can't bet with your fucking whippets. Rugby league.
Rugby league. I know.
Aussie chokers.
Did you say? What did you say? New Zealand.
I said Aussies. Chokers.
Chokers.
The World Cup. And the Kiwis thought, no, this is a World Cup.
Yeah. I know. Well, I thought that. Yeah, I'm absolutely. I actually had to go and see the replay again this morning, and I didn't actually think it. I don't think it happened, but I'm very pleased with the fact that the Kiwis actually got themselves up for the game here. Great game, and beating Australians in Australia. That's it's great beating the criminals. It's fantastic.
So, I'll tell you what though, I've got to say, I've been texting a few because I'm a name dropper like that. A few of the Kiwi boys, just working out who's going to come in, and I got the number slightly wrong. Dan, because he's not the brightest top boy actually, obviously gave me this wrong mobile number, English number. So I texted it back and said, blah blah. I hope you're freezing your bollocks off, and working out who's going to come back in. Get a text back. Who's this? I'm like, fuck, he's got a short memory. So texted back, work on it. And he comes back, this is Ali Williams, are you after Dan? And I went back and said, yeah. He said, oh, right. And he told me it was the last number was wrong. Anyway, he said, yeah, I'm freezing my bollocks up. That's it, he said, were you after Dan? With an H. Were you? I went back to him, you thick bastard. I can speak English. I didn't actually.
I will go to New Zealand. I'm going to step myself out here. I think New Zealand will win by 40 points.
What a tosser.
Yeah.
I will.
And then second
half.
Do I
buy that?
The second half.
You've witnessed it on here.
£5
a point. £5 a point. I'll have that.
Oh, no, I just said 40 points.
By 40 points, you said.
I said 40 points.
Did he say England to win by 40 points?
No, I said New Zealand.
Sorry, yeah, New Zealand to win by 40 points. Yeah, I'll have £5 a point.
40 points. I just said 40 points.
So what a nut. See you next week.
Yeah.